me some mute fruits this evening, and there'll be caps for your pocket. Off you go, then.
Welcome to Graygarden, darling. This is the Commonwealth's first and only hydroponics facility run entirely by robots.
There's not even one person here?
Would explain the lack of outhouses.
No wonder it's in such great shape.
Thought this place was creepily tidy.
And this is a surprise? Robots are quite capable.
Can't eat metal men. Just smash them.
Under human supervision, I hope.
I don't see anybody else around.
That's right, darling. We are entirely self-sufficient, with no need for human guidance.
This place seems familiar. I think I saw a bit about it on the news, back before the war.
Yeah, you're right.
Huh. Didn't realize we were walking through a historic landmark.
In better shape than I'd expected a house of glass to be after getting nuked.
Strong board. Let's go fight something.
It is hard to imagine how this has survived for so long.
Interesting. Then this place must have some sort of pre-war significance.
Yes, construction was completed mere days before the war. We were able to survive and continue our operations only because our creator made us fully self-sufficient.
Robots can do simple tasks, sure, but you need a human being to make the big decisions.
Or at least a sane decision. No offense, but some robots these days are really colorful. They seem to be doing well enough without one.
I think you're forgetting a couple lapses in human decision-making.
From what I've seen of human decision-making, perhaps you are not one to throw stones. I said it right, yes?
You clearly haven't watched a lot of folks try and make decisions.
Truth be told, Mum, it all depends on the programming. In some cases, we may even be more qualified to make a sound decision.
It would be pretty strange if you let these bots do whatever they wanted.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Makes sense to me. I mean, someone has to program these things.
You can't exactly sample the wares, can you?
I always thought so too. But then, what's going on here?
Robots? Strong not like metal men. Can't eat them.
Ah, but that's where Graygarden is unique, darling. We're not just simple robots. We have a unique social structure, a hierarchy, if you will.
That's pretty ingenious. I bet you can work around the clock.
Sure they can. But do you want to?
And you're happy working those kinds of hours?
Well, at least you know they won't be slacking off on you.
It's nothing that compares to the Institute. But it's not bad. Which is not creepy at all.
Robots working on a farm, huh? Now I've seen it all.
Never seen anything like this.
This is a clever implementation of robotic-driven agriculture.
Not only that, but your data collection and analysis must be top-notch. I'm sure these crops want for nothing.
Bet it cuts down on smoke breaks, too.
Among many other benefits.
In jeans, clock, strong confused.
Of course, darling. Our unique hierarchy allows for constant operation. You see, there are two kinds of robots here. The worker drones carry out labor and maintenance. We supervisors, that is myself, green and brown, possess sophisticated cognition processors. We are capable of complex analysis and decision-making, a testament to the genius of our creator, Dr. Edward Gray.
I remember him. He was one of Rodco's senior engineers, but more than a little eccentric.
You seem a bit confused, darling. You're far too young to remember anything that happened before the war.
It's a long story.
Of course, darling. A lady knows when not to pry. Now, where was I? Robotics and artificial intelligence were our creator's great passions, rivaled only by his love of television. Perhaps you've noticed that I possess a rather singular personality, as do the other supervisors.
You're no synth, but you sure got panache.
You are quite the firecracker.
That's putting it mildly.
She does have a lot of charm for a bot.
This took a weird turn.
Yeah. Every single time it's calling you darling, it gives me the creeps.
Personality should not be a part of a robot's programming. It's wrong.
Real personalities or just clever programming. Kind of the age-old dilemma in my line of work.
It is quite common for owners to modify a robot's pre-installed personality.
Robot talk almost as much as human. Just smash it!
Why did Dr. Gray give you these unusual personalities?
Genius is restless, darling. It abhors stagnation. Dr. Gray was tired of the standard Mr. Handy personality. He looked to his favorite television characters for inspiration, and we are the result.
Great. Just when I thought I was finally free of television.
A few other things you should know. Talk to Green if you need supplies. If it's caps you require, Brown might have a few odd jobs. There's one other thing. A question, really. Tell me, darling, what do you think of the water around here?
It's awful.
Isn't it, though? Pressure's down, radiation is up. Why, it's practically toxic. Just think what it must be doing to my skin. This will never do. I don't mean to impose, darling, but perhaps you could lend us a hand.
All right.
Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Most of our water comes from the old Western plant, south of here. Such an eyesore. Be a dear and pay a visit, See what you can do. Maybe tidy up the place. It must be filthy. If you can get it working again, I'm sure I can come up with something for you.